And I think we're live. So, welcome everybody to the Dead Bitches Brunch. We are back again. You know, you just can't keep a dead bitch down. It's one of those things. Always, they always just come back up. We're your hosts. My name is Lidsey B, and I have Leah Pettibone and Moon Doggy with me tonight. So, you get the whole trio, the whole trio. So it's going to be a good one here, guys, tonight. We have Alli with us from the Morning Star. If you haven't checked out her Etsy store link that we've shared online, make sure to do so after the show. So without further ado.
Hi.
Alli. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you all?
Good, good. We're very excited to have you on here. Here at the Dead Bitches Brunch, of course, one of our main goals is always to find new female artists out there, and some female business owners. And yeah, we've been seeing your stuff starting to share online. I got to check out some of your stuff actually in person at Camp Zool. You have your main Etsy store is the Morning Star. That's where you do most of your products,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. And then you also, some of the stuff does go through as well to the repent26.com as well. Some of it sells in there. Okay, with both sites on there. So if anybody hasn't checked out Alli's stuff already, she is incredibly diverse artist. When you look at your page, I was really impressed with, you have chokers, you have bags, you have nails, you have self-defense weapons, you have resin charms. I was like, okay, she's just doing a little bit of everything all in the mix here. So what kind of got you started in this path of creativity and it turning into a business for you?
Well, I've done artwork before. Like I've been paid to do paintings and stuff, and that's what I started doing. And then I started doing vests for everyone in the band and myself. And then I started making the vests and selling those, to other people as well. And I've kind of always made my own jewelry. If, I see something I like and I can't afford it, I would make it myself. Or if I wanted something totally unique that you just can't find in a store, I would make it. And I've always gotten a lot of compliments. And I just decided to kind of work that. I did the vests, and then I started doing jewelry, and then moved on to just other things like the resin. I work with that a lot too.
So is everything that with all these different mediums, has everything been then self-taught for you?
Yeah, for the most part, everything's been self-taught. I did have like art classes in high school, little bit of sewing and home ec, but for the most part, everything I've either done trial and error or just watched tutorials, gotten advice from other people too.
Mm-hmm. No, that's awesome. I love the ambition. How long have you had your Etsy store open for?
This one here, I think maybe around a year or so, probably not even that long. I've just really started putting more into it within the last few months, and gotten a lot more active on there. Everything before was the Repent of the 26 or like Facebook and Hooligans group on there.
Mm-hmm. And for those who may not know, you are the partner of FAMS from FAMS and the Hooligans. So, I being a partner of someone who is a very creative person like that and has their own thing. I mean, you stay busy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
As a partner, you're the one in the back there, like, okay, extension cords.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Oops. See, there we go, everyone. I just like lost us for a second there. So when you set up, you've worked a merch booth at Camp Zool and stuff. So I assume you've worked other merch booths before. Have you always had your own kind of sites set up like you did at Camp Zool, where you were selling exclusively your own stuff as well?
No, not necessarily. I've helped out with FAMS and the Hooligans merch a lot. And I would maybe have like a couple bags or something that I've made, or maybe like a shirt that I've designed has been up for sale. But for the most part, no. I've really only had my own merch area a couple times, and Camp Zool was by far the best one. I had more stuff there than ever before. And then like last year at the first Camp Zool, I had a lot of stuff there, but it was kind of everything was kind of integrated in with the
Mhm.
hooligans merch as well.
Okay. How is that for you as a vendor moving from like behind the screen and now you're interacting with people, looking at stuff that you actually like created by hand and you've been working on?
It's very nice because just being able to see people's reactions when they see the stuff, it's a lot different than just trying to do it online,
Mhm.
on websites. You just you don't get that personal interaction with
Mhm.
people. So it's definitely I enjoy it a lot more. Um, and it's nice getting to talk to the people, get to know them more as well.
Yeah. No, that's exciting. I know for myself, with me and my partner, and then we partnered up with Leah from Haunted House Cries Creations. We had a vendor booth at camp, and um, I don't know for Leah, but I think it was kind of the biggest event any of us had been like
Hmm.
vendors at, and just having that whole new experience and stuff. So I was just always curious about that because it's different. You're
Yeah.
excited to interact with people, but at the same time you're like, okay, just be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it can definitely be a lot. Camsel it was definitely a nice event. A lot of people,
Mhm.
and they all seemed to dig everything that was going on too there. So that
Yeah.
made it a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It was
definitely.
definitely nice having that common denominator. It wasn't like a random like craft
Yeah,
show where
yeah,
there's
definitely.
a ton of people, even if you did come across a ton of people you didn't know, it's like there were a lot of people that you did know or you at least know from social media. So
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was cool. I'm going to pull up your page here.
Okay.
We can share that. We're absolute professionals on this show, people. We totally know what we're doing.
stand by.
Stand by.
Well, while she's pulling up that, I had, I guess, a question like how you were inspired to start making the bags because I've seen some of your bags and I think those are absolutely phenomenal.
The bags, well, that like I said earlier, I started with the vest, so I had a lot of the supplies, like the spikes and studs and everything. And I would kind of just upgrade mine, little ones that I had. I would just make them look a little bit cuter, and then I don't know, it just kind of went into trying to make them and sell them online as well. Um, I don't know, I've always enjoyed doing that kind of thing, so it's nice to be able to get it to put it to use.
Now, do you make the actual bags themselves or do you buy those and then just kind of decorate them or spice them up a little bit?
It just depends. Typically, I just buy the bags themselves, but I have made my own before, and that's something I'm trying to work on a lot more now, so that everything can be like 100% original,
Okay.
start to finish.
So when you make a bag or something, do you typically make more than one, or do you usually just like start with one and then make them, as you get orders for them?
Usually, I make them all up ahead of time. There have been a couple that I will try to do like made to order, but for the most part, I just like to go ahead and have them.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I like to do different things. Like I might want to make one bag look a certain way, and then another one I have a just totally different idea. So that's another reason why I just go ahead and make them all up before I ever try to get them out there.
That's awesome.
Alrighty. And I think I've got the page up there. I do.
Yes.
There we go. So I'm blind while I'm scrolling over here, but this is your site.
Hmm.
And I have to say, too, I'm really impressed with your prices, too, for everything, like especially your nails.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a good price for nails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I try not to overdo it. Like I can price a lot more for stuff, but
Mhm.
that has always been a problem for me. Like when I was younger, I just couldn't afford the more expensive stuff. So I
Mhm.
try to make stuff reasonable so that and affordable for everybody.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, too,
I
with your
totally feel
chokers
that.
as well, as you always sell extenders.
What is it?
You offer extenders as well with your chokers.
Oh yes, yeah, I do that. And now I can just do custom sizes. Like, if somebody wants like a smaller or a plus size choker, I don't charge any extra for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I have a little bit of everything on there, though.
One of my personal favorites is the coffin box.
Oh, yeah, I love those. I have one that I made for myself, too. I've thought about selling it because it's so cute, but I just have to keep it.
Yeah.
I like the green nails, the green 26 nails. I just don't know if
Oh,
I could
that's
do
what
them
I'm
that
wearing right
long.
now, actually, is those. Oh, you can see them. The 26 ones.
I don't know if I could do them that long though. Those are long.
They're just
Yeah,
for an
those are some of my
occasion. Like you just get ready, put your nails on, and then you're not doing anything else, Moondoggy.
Okay,
Exactly.
so I have a question. How do you keep them on? Like, what do you use a certain glue or?
I just use a lot of glue. I just
Okay.
keep it handy. I'll keep it in my pocket or in my bag. And I'm
Yeah.
really bad about just like I bump my nails on stuff all the time. So I usually pop them off every now and then, and I just keep them glued on.
Yeah. Okay, that's me too. Whenever I attempt to glue nails on, there's like a glue here, a glue there, a glue in my purse, just in case.
Yeah. I'm really bad about chewing them, so which I've
Yeah.
gotten better at, but that definitely causes them to break off of there.
Well, as long as you don't like drop one in the toilet, then you're
Oh
good.
yeah, no, definitely.
So when you're talking about painting, the painting behind you, I'm really curious about.
Yes.
Is that something that you painted yourself?
Yes, that is a corpse paint Jesus.
Uh-huh.
He was given to us as a gift, and I just painted all the paint and the face paint and the blood and everything on there, and it kind of inspired me to do a few other things I've sold recently. I had another corpse paint Jesus and a Virgin Mary that I sold
Okay.
just at Campbellsville, actually.
Oh no, really? No, I'm
Mhm.
sad that I missed out those. That's really dope. I told the girls when we first come coming on, I'm like, oh, look at that painting behind her.
Yeah.
So was that
Awesome.
like, did that come as like a normal Jesus picture?
Yeah,
And
it
then you just
was.
turned him into that?
Hmm.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I have a few more that I'm going to be working on too. It's just I haven't got there yet. So I'll have more up soon.
So since you work with so many different mediums, what's your current favorite medium to be working with it? Is it more painting right now? Is it the jewelry making? What's the one that you're really feeling right now?
Probably the jewelry making. I've I've kind of branched out. Like I made this one recently with the
Hmm.
blue. And I made the O-ring myself with resin. So I've kind of been working with resin and leather, and I've been doing like chokers, earrings with the leather as well, hair clips, like a little bit of everything. So I think currently jewelry and leather has been my favorite to be working with.
Okay. No, that's really interesting. Brandon recently has been experimenting with leather straps for the masks
Hmm.
instead of the latex ones, which are just killing me because I hate working with leather because the leather punches and it's like I have no hand strength. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah,
what do you hold your hand?" I'm like, "This is from the
I have to give it my
devil.
all.
I can cut through elastic, not through this shit."
Yeah, yeah, I
That's really
understand that.
impressive. That's cool that you actually do it all yourself because I know, other small businesses that sell like little
Mhm.
boutiques that sell, different types of jewelry and stuff and that most of the time just like order things in bulk and it's not really something
Yeah.
that they actually made. So that's really cool that you actually do that all of yourself.
Oh yeah, thank you. It's taken me a while to get here, but I used to do that. Like I would order stuff in bulk, but then I would add to it, like just get like the plain chokers and put spikes or studs on it myself. But
Mhm.
yeah, now everything like this, I cut all of it by hand and everything now.
Wow.
So
That's
do you have your
awesome.
own like studio space for
Yeah,
yourself and set up for working? That's awesome.
yeah. I have with me doing all kinds of different media, I have to have like a pretty big area to keep everything. So
Mhm.
yeah, I have a little workstation downstairs.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, recently opened up is the Cult Shop,
Hmm.
which I didn't really understand the concept until you guys actually like opened and then like did the tour, and I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah.
really cool. You can thrift, I guess you can say, in a
Mhm.
way, and then find also original pieces as well. Are you going to be planning on keeping in stock then a variety of
Yes.
your products there also?
Yeah, I'm going to. Just in the process of getting everything over there right now. Trying to get displays together for the jewelry. But I'd like to have like some of the vests and jumpsuits. Some band related, some not necessarily band related as well. But yeah, I do plan on having quite a bit over there. And then I think they're also trying to have like if any bands or artists want to have promo or even some of their own stuff sold in the store, I think they're going to offer that as well.
Yeah, I think I seen a post about that and stuff. Me and Brandon were talking about some stuff to maybe connect with y'all on. So everyone, keep an eye out.
So for people who aren't sure what that the cult shop is, can you kind of explain what that is?
The cult shop itself, it has a little bit of everything, like taxidermy animals. You can buy like Funko Pops, action figures, old VHSs and video games. Trying to think, even like old medical equipment. They have a little bit of everything there. It's kind of an oddity shop. And then behind the cult shop is the 26 studio where you can get the Fans and the Hooligans merch there, along with what I mentioned before. And it's a recording studio. They offer full band recording, video, and photography. Pretty much everything that you would need for that. And I think they're actually going to be working on being able to offer like clothes and hats. Like if you wanted to get your own made, we'll be able to offer that there at the 26.
Wow, that's
One-stop
awesome.
shop.
That's so cool.
Right.
Makes me want to go to the
You
cult
can have
shop.
it all.
And where is it located again?
It's in Princeton, West Virginia. I think it's 282 Courthouse Road in Princeton, West Virginia.
Okay.
And then, like I said, the front when you first walk in, that's the cult shop. And then through the cult shop is where the studio is.
Awesome. So for people who are going to the Dope Sick picnic, they can check that out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit away, but it's near there. Yeah.
Sweet.
So, when the store launched, I was watching a live walkthrough of the store, and I noticed they were commenting on a witchy girl book corner. And was that a corner that you curated yourself for the store on there?
No, that was the keeper, Zafar. He's the one that runs the cult shop, and it's his girlfriend, and she puts everything together herself. And that's all her stuff over there.
Oh, okay. I love this how like everyone's just collaborating and like working together.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to have, everybody coming together to be able to just make it something more.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, definitely. I mean, that's how it is. Everything's like when we got to collaborate with Leah at our vendor booth and stuff, it was just the best experience to collaborate with other people. And I don't think anybody would have had as good of experience they did if it wasn't for the other ones there around us and stuff. So it makes a big difference. It makes a difference with those who are close and your friends and your family and stuff. So no, it's a good time. It's important to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Here I go. I just wiped us away again here. 90% of dead bitches brunch. I'm panicking over here because I can't see because I minimized the screen somewhere. So at camp, you had this really cool cosplay look, I guess is the best way I have of describing it, of kind of like an elf warrior princess. It's the image that we used for the promos for the show, folks. So you just looked completely badass. And then you also had during the fam set, you had like a big wooden staff with like resin and fairy lights inside of it.
Yeah, that took a lot of work.
It was really impressive to see in person, but now after talking to you, it's safe to assume you like assembled and put all of that together yourself.
Yes, yeah. I originally, I don't know, at first I was like, oh, I'll just do some elf ears and stuff, and then I found the staff and was like, oh, I'll make the staff. It'll look cool, and then it's like the more I did, the more I wanted to do, and it just kind of grew into that character. And I'm actually updating the character now and working on a lot more for the next festival that I go to. So
Okay.
you'll be seeing it again, but a better version.
Yeah, it just continues to improve on there. I love that.
Hmm.
Have
Yeah.
you always kind of dressed up, for the festivals and stuff when you go to them?
Not typically. Like I like to dress up some, but I haven't really done like the full face paint or anything like that a lot. But I think it's something I'm going to do a lot more now.
Hmm.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was a lot of fun.
No, it was really impressive and stuff, and it was
Thank
just like
you.
my boyfriend, he didn't see you until like way later in the night, so it's like super late. We're kind of in the bag, and he turns around. He's like, "Oh shit, there's an elf!" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And he's like, "A sprint!" I'm like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, being that, you're the partner of somebody who's in a band and stuff, what kind of what music or other artists out there inspire you?
What kind of bands are?
Music
Sorry,
or
can you repeat that?
artists, what are you
Oh, okay.
currently listening to right now?
Um, Honestly, I just kind of look online for a lot of stuff. I can't think of the name, but there's somebody I follow on Pinterest, and they just make like insane vests and bags, and that's where I've gotten a lot of inspiration from.
Mhm.
And there's currently it's somebody on um, TikTok. They're called, I think it's Dirtbag666, and they make like hoodies and I think even dresses and outfits that are kind of similar to the vest style. And I've been getting a lot of inspiration from them recently. They just have a lot of cool stuff. Um, and then I don't know, sometimes with the bands, there are some that I listen to that I don't know, like I'll just use some of their either like lyrics or something like that, but it's not something I've typically done a lot. Is use other music when
Mhm.
it comes to making my stuff. Other
Yeah,
artists and fashion designers definitely though.
yeah.
Pinterest is the best.
Yeah. I wish I could remember the name of the person on Pinterest because I've followed them for years and I feel so awful. I just can't think of the name of them right now. Um, but I've definitely gotten a lot of ideas from them.
I get sucked into those Facebook reels. Like I'll start scrolling Facebook and then I'll see a reel and it'll catch my attention. And it'll be somebody just making this insane art piece. And I'll sit there for hours and just watch these.
Yeah.
And I'll
Mhm.
scroll through them and I'm like, I don't understand how people can do this. I know I can, but it's so inspirational just from an art perspective. Because then it's like, okay, well then I could make something. It gets your like creative juices flowing, even if you can't make something like that or similar to
Yeah.
that. Just watching that for a certain amount of time, it makes you feel creative.
Hmm. Yeah, I understand that. I definitely feel that too. That's how I get with videos of nails. Like watching people paint nails, I can sit there and watch that for hours, and I've gotten a lot of inspiration from stuff that I've done for that.
Now, do you have like how do you paint nails? Do you have like a like fake finger set that you just put them in and paint?
It's basically it's like a little tray, and it has magnets on it, and it has a piece that sticks off about this high up, and I just put like double-sided tape, and the nails fit on there, and I just paint them all at once. Paint like a few sets at a time.
Wow. I don't know if
So
I
is
have the
that something
patience.
like you've always made your own nails, or you just decided to kind of do that one day and then put it out there and everybody else wanted them too?
Well, I've done my own for years, and it just, I don't know, it kind of hit me recently that I wanted to start doing that. And I have gotten a lot of compliments on mine before, kind of like with the jewelry and stuff. Um, and just, I ended up posting them online, and people seem to like them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool.
That's really cool that you can do like a theme like that too. It's like something that no one's gonna find at a store either. So
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
special.
or
I like to
try
have my
to
stuff a
explain
little
that to your
different.
nail tech.
Yeah.
I need a ton of sticks right here, but I need them like this.
All right, girls. Well, I think that's going to be kind of a little bit of a wrap on our episode here tonight. Thanks so much, Alli, for being on with us tonight. I appreciate you coming to hang out with us. Again,
Thank you for having
everybody.
me on here.
Yeah, no, anytime. Everybody, make sure you check out the Mourning Star. If you can, stop by the Cult Shop and check out repentto26.com. So
Mhm.
we'll see you guys next week.
Sounds good.